Well, we're working on the flooring right here. We've got one that's similar to the other room, but this one is actually, it's got a cork backing for it, which is the padding that's built into it, and it is actually a vinyl. And so the good thing about this is it's 100% waterproof. You could put this underwater, it's not going to delaminate. It is scratch resistant, and it looks really good. So you can start to see the difference of our old floor versus this one. Now I've got myself a laminate cutter right here, and it's like a guillotine. And this is so much cleaner than using like your table saw or your miter saw and all that. The only places we really have to cut is we had to cut to go around our register here, and we're having to cut around here. Once we get past that, this will be easy peasy just to continue to roll with this. And with this being such a large size, it's really, it goes down quickly. What's crazy is it's about $66 a box for this. It's only 19 square foot a box, and it's only 5 pieces in it. So that lets you know how much flooring you're actually putting down. But this is going to give this a really good look. It's totally different from having the blue walls and this floor that's just hideous. It looks great.
You didn't like the Eagle blue?
Oh no.
The baby blue?
The
old school Eagles color.
No, nothing Eagles wise. So we're going to keep on going on here. We've got about half of our cabinets put together, and so hopefully we'll have all those cabinets up here in place by the end of the day, and we'll definitely be in great shape. Well, I have to say, this looks totally different than what it used to. Now we've got a lot of dust and stuff on the floor, and we've got our tools and stuff in here, but we don't have that much left to lay. Now I am laying this behind the cabinets to help protect the floor and things. It'll also make it easier as we go through to level out the cabinets to go in here. So definitely getting it all together. Whew, yes, I love it. Well, we're making some real progress here. We're putting together the cabinets and we're laying them out where they're all gonna go. We spoke with the granite company. They'll be in on Thursday to measure up, and they'll be actually installing them on next Wednesday. So this is definitely, you see the color, the white, how it pops with that gray and everything. It's gonna look really, really nice. What?
This is missing something.
What's missing? Oh, the Cowboys blue? That's what it needs, without a doubt. So we've got the first 4 over here set up. This is where the sink will go. See, we've got our cutout here for our outlet, so when they decide if they want to put lights and stuff in here, instead of plugging it in here and seeing that, we'll be able to drill a hole in here and put it up in there. All right, so we're here back on our kitchen, getting this stuff together. We have to put together our Lazy Susan cabinet and our sink base cabinet. We've got the dishwasher that's going to go right there, the stove, and another 36-inch base cabinet, and put a filler piece in here. We're going to get this stuff done. We're going to get the electrical squared away, and we're going to start loading up all the debris. We've got lots and lots of boxes that have to go to the dump. We've got to pick out hardware for the cabinet doors, but definitely this has been a major change from where we started. So I can't wait to see all of the cabinets in. Come Thursday, the countertop company will be in, and they'll be measuring, and come next Wednesday, they'll be installing all of the countertops. And I'll come back through, hook up the garbage disposal, the faucet, and we're done. All right, so we're still working on getting our cabinets put together. And see, I just got the base cabinet put together. And I tell you what I love, absolutely positively love about this is, take a look at our drawer sides. Solid wood drawer slides, okay? On top of it, our drawer bottoms, 1/2-inch plywood. So that's not gonna sag. This is actually very, very well put together. I have to say that these look really good, and I think they're going to end up holding up really well. I love the carcasses being made out of plywood. The ease of putting this together, the metal clips that lock it together, you can't go wrong putting it together. It just won't go that way. I, of course, use the Gorilla Glue adhesive that's clear. When I put it together, once that sets up, this thing will not move. It will not rock or anything else. All I got to do on this now is put together the drawers and the hardware and stuff in here. But definitely love the quality of these cabinets, and I think they look really good. We got Michael up here. He is, what we found out, of course, was we made a change on this because the refrigerator they're getting is an oversized and they need 36 inches. And with the base molding and everything else, they had about 35 and a quarter. So we reduced the cabinets over here from 27 inches to a 24-inch base cabinet. A 36-inch base cabinet. No, I'm sorry, 48. This one used to be a 15-inch, but it'll be a 12-inch one that'll have drawers in it to give them enough space over there to make it work out a little bit. And so when we put the outlet up here, it was shifted where it was before, so we ended up having to move it over for the microwave to go. No big deal. Any big deal for you? No big deal. So he's in good shape there. So we'll get this one put in here. I did have one issue with the cabinets though. This is the Lazy Susan cabinet that came, and unfortunately the one they shipped was actually the wrong one. The one they shipped is actually a two shelf one as opposed to having the turnstile. So I have to take it back, but they have another one in the warehouse that they're going to be sending to us. So I won't be able to get that one put in, but we'll be okay. We'll be able to take care of getting these in place, and hopefully we'll have it tomorrow. And then Thursday, they'll be able to put those in. So as soon as Michael's done there, this will go right there in place. And I'll start working on the sink base over here. And the other, sink base, and we have a 12-inch to go right here. Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here. And we are working on this house that tomorrow the granite countertop people will be coming in and measuring up for the countertops. It will take them about a week to be able to put them in, but we're coming down the home stretch. We had a bit of a hiccup yesterday, and that was the wrong Lazy Susan cabinet came in. Instead of it having the actual Lazy Susan corner pie wedges, it ended up being that it was one that had shelves on it. So we had to get another one. It had come from the warehouse, so we picked it up this morning so we can get it up here in place. And unfortunately, that corner one has to be set in order to tie in all the other ones. We got to run an ice maker line for the refrigerator, so it kind of stopped the progress of where we were on the kitchen. But we've got it, and now there's a lot of pieces to this one to put together. Quite a lot of pieces, but once we get this one put in, we'll get those leveled up and everything else, shim where we need to, if we need to, on the floor, and then we'll go through and start actually getting the appliances in place. We'll get the stove plug put on, we'll get the microwave put in, and we'll get the dishwasher here set up. Of course, we won't be able to turn the water on and things until we get a sink in here, and we'll put in the garbage disposal. But it's coming down the home stretch. They've picked out the hardware that they want to have on the cabinets, so we'll be able to pick those up. And I am a jack of many trades. I do have another channel, which is Jobu Sports Report, and I am a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber, if you didn't know. And I have a show that's 3:30 every Wednesday with Dan Salio, who's actually an Eagles content creator. So I have to get this stuff done and be back at my house, to my studio, by 3:30. So we're going to try and get as much stuff done here, at least get the cabinet set and all that. And then we'll come back tomorrow. We'll put the handles on the doors. I've got a couple of toilets to replace. I have a waterfall faucet to go actually downstairs that's black that will go with the black toilet. The homeowner is a Steelers fan, so he wants to have a black toilet, black faucet and stuff in his man cave bathroom and stuff. So I'm going to get this put together, and we'll come back and see how it all looks put together. Well, I'm going to have to say, I'm beginning to love this. I tell you what, this was definitely worthwhile getting the cabinets from Next Day Cabinets, and getting these cabinets. We're going to be able to do, we originally had the quote from Next Day Cabinets. Next Day Cabinets wanted $28,000 to reface the existing cabinets with the bad layout and everything else that were falling apart, and put in granite countertops. And that's it. For half of that, we'll have all new cabinets that are much better built ones, a better layout. So we have, of course, our Lazy Susan cabinet right here. I do need to put the doors and stuff on here. This used to be a blind cabinet that was in here that was really useless. But now having the Lazy Susan cabinet is going to make that a lot better. And having the corner cabinet right here, as opposed to this being a blind cabinet, is going to give them a lot more room to be able to put stuff in the cabinets and things. A better layout. We ended up painting the ceiling. We ended up doing the floors, and they got new appliances. They got black stainless steel. And this is literally going to be about half, maybe even less than half of what they originally wanted to redo this kitchen. Now, I'm not going to say that that it's easy if you haven't done this stuff before, but the cabinets, you could buy these cabinets from Next Day Cabinets, and they can put them together for, I think it would have been an additional $500. Of course, then you're bringing in cabinets that are already assembled, which means I would have had to truck in all of these cabinets right here, which would have been a couple of truckloads, and of course you risk them being on the truck, being damaged. I think it was definitely a better idea going through and actually assembling them myself and putting them in there. Next Day Cabinets was fantastic. They got everything I needed, and I'm beginning to really love this kitchen. If you remember what it looked like before, this is coming along really nice. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to get my microwave put in here. We've got our cabinets level, we get the stove and stuff done, and I'm going to run the ice maker line for the new refrigerator that'll come in this weekend. And then tomorrow, the countertop people will be coming in to measure it up. Oh, one other thing too. The company that was going to reface the cabinets, they weren't going to be able to come in for 8 more weeks. So, yeah, we definitely saved a bunch of money, and I'll put the kick plates on once I run the ice maker line up underneath of there. And we'll close that on up. We've got to put together our drawers. Don't have to have that done for those guys today, but definitely liking the way this looks.